Hey, everybody. So, we got Syracuse tomorrow. This is going to be an epic beatdown, really, because dang Fran Clown freaking stepped in it last year, right? He decided to cause up a bunch of fake freaking outrage and decided to use coach speak in Brent Key's press conference last year. Take what he said out of context and just get freaking pissed off over nothing, really. Fran Brown, or as I like to call him, Fran Clown. What he did was Brent Key said something like, "Hey, we gotta go up to Syracuse. We gotta play tough football for 4 quarters or whatever." And for some reason, Fran Clown gets freaking offended about that. Thinks it's some kind of personal shot at him, and he gets all fired up. And then he talks shit after the game. After they did beat us, to their credit. We didn't play tough that day. But hey, it's football. You freaking play tough. That's how you win the football games. It's not some freaking revolutionary idea or some kind of out of the ordinary thing for a coach to say in a press conference that you got to play tough football. Fran Clown. It's not a freaking personal shot at you. Not everything's a freaking personal shot at you, Fran Clown, except for this video. Because I got something to say about this guy. I mean, he comes in the ACC. Last year was his first year in the ACC. And he's already pissed off half the teams he played because he just can't keep his mouth shut about whatever he freaking gets offended about. I guess that's how he gets his team motivated. Because he'll find the smallest things to get offended about. He gets offended. I forget who they were playing last year, Stanford or Clemson or something. He got offended that the band was playing while they were warming up or something like that. He gets offended, at Brent Key for saying that they have to play tough in a football game. He gets offended. He got offended not long ago by somebody asking him if he was about, his name being brought up in coaching jobs. He was like, somebody was like, yeah, hey, Fran, you've had success, like you're, being considered for some coaching jobs around the country or whatever. He's like, that's disrespectful that you would ask me that. I don't really know why you asked me that. Like, what you saying? Like, is my job not a top tier job? No! It's Syracuse! You play for the freaking Orange in New York City, dude. They don't care about football up there. It's not freaking a high level job. No! And nobody's disrespecting it! It's a compliment! It's a compliment, dude! They're saying you're doing a good job! And you're getting freaking, realize where you're at, dude. You're at Syracuse. It's a compliment. Realize that, okay? And yeah, it's a freaking good thing, a good sign that you're being considered for other jobs, and that's what the media is going to ask you, man. It's not disrespectful. They're asking Brent Key the same thing, dude. It means you're doing a good job. But the only thing Fran freaking Brown doing a good job is this year is pissing everybody off, too. Pissing me off, at least. Georgia Tech fans know all about it, but, I mean, he did the same stuff. He did the same freaking rigmarole with several other opponents last year. He just gets mad and pissed off for no freaking reason, dude. Like, he finds the smallest things, and is that how you get your freaking team fired up? You don't have a freaking culture of I don't know, having self-motivation. You have to use outside factors. You have to use the fact that, some other person used coach speak in their freaking press conference, like leading up to the game. That's what you got to use to get your team fired up. Clearly, because they lose their one quarterback this last year, and they're absolutely freaking terrible. They lost their quarterback against Clemson. He went down. They blew Clemson out. It was the end of the game, and he goes down to a season injury. They're 0-3 since then. Because why? Because I guess Fran Clown doesn't have a freaking culture to where they can rally and have a good and have a good season despite adversity, whatever you might face. I mean, hey, You know, Georgia Tech went through the same thing last year. Okay? We had Haynes King go down. Everybody knows who Haynes King. Everybody knows how good Haynes King is, how instrumental he is to our team and our season and our success. Okay? We were in trouble for a little bit there without Haynes King. Lost a couple games, but hey, we figured it out. We put the backup in. He wasn't doing good. We had another guy ready. We had a true freshman. We made it work with him. You know why? Because we have a solid foundation. We have a good culture. We have a winning culture. That is something that Fran Brown does not freaking have at Syracuse. Fran Brown is a freaking poser, okay? He's a phony freaking fake, dude. Performant, everything he does is just performative, and he's just a showman, and he's not. Is he really pissed about these things? I doubt it. I mean, surely he's not pissed off about a freaking coach really saying, you know, oh, we got to play a tough football game. Surely not, right? He had to use that to get his team fired up, or uses some other stupid shit like to put on this fake freaking thug attitude like he has. He says he's asking an interview, oh, what do you think about how do you deal with players getting tampered with or whatever? He basically said, oh, I better not catch you. People hit on my wife bad, They hit on my wife. It is what it is, but don't let me find out, though. Don't let me catch you. Like, what are you going to do, Fran Clown? Are you going to beat somebody's ass for stealing your player? You're not going to do shit. You're a fake freaking poser, performative showman, and everything you do is a facade. You're not a freaking hard thug in the streets of freaking New York, okay? And you don't have a tough football team. You don't have a winning culture. And it is so perfect that a freaking coach would come from the University of Georgia, the most horrible, despicable, disgusting culture in all of football. Of course, it takes one little turd that they shit out, Fran Clown, come to the ACC, and he's immediately my most hated coach in the entire conference. And it took him not even a year to achieve that status. So congrats, Fran Brown. You're the most annoying asshole coach in the whole conference. And you're pissing everybody off already, dude. And you deserve every bit of freaking failure that your shitty-ass team is getting this year. And guess what? You're going to deserve the ass whooping that you're going to get coming into Bobby Dodd tomorrow, okay? On homecoming. That's why we have you for homecoming. And we're going to beat the shit out of you, Fran Clown. This is our get back. This is our revenge for last year. I don't hear him saying anything. I don't hear him getting fake freaking outraged over anything Brent Key has said in his press conferences, which is the same thing he says for every freaking game. Same thing he says, we got to play our brand of football. We got to play tough. I don't hear him getting freaking upset about that this time. Because you know why? He knows what's coming. He knows that ass beating is coming to him and the pitiful freaking Syracuse Oranges. So this one is personal. This is a game that I had circled coming into the year. I had it circled ever since they beat us last year. And there was a lot of Syracuse fans around then. Syracuse fans, if you can believe it. I don't know. Yeah, apparently they exist. They were commenting on my channel all year, seeing hide nor hair of them this year, and I don't expect to see any of them after we whoop that ass tomorrow either. You're not coming up into Bobby Dodd and beating an undefeated 7-0 Georgia Tech team. We're going to whoop your ass. We're going to get revenge. I hope Brent Key runs up the score. It's not his style to do that. It's not Georgia Tech's style to freaking win by anything more than what is absolutely necessary. Jackets have been doing that all year. But either way, you're going to be leaving Bobby Dodd tomorrow with a big fat L. Another one, your fourth one in a row. Because you're a pitiful, freaking fake, loser, poser. okay? And you're about to get your ass whooped by the Yellow Jackets. So, anyway, that's all I got to say about the Syracuse game and Fran Clown and his pitiful loser squad coming up into Georgia Tech tomorrow. So, hey, looking forward to it. Game's damn near a sellout. I'm going to be streaming the game tomorrow, so you'll get to see Sea-Dog. You'll get to see Sea-Dog's reaction. I don't expect any Syracuse fans in there unless we're down at some point. That's how it goes. That's how it goes around here, but we know what it is. Maybe I'll go back. I got receipts from last year. Maybe we'll go back and leave some of those fellas a comment. What like to freaking comment oranges in my comment section. Okay? We'll see how many oranges are in the comment section tomorrow. Anyway, go Jackets. I will see y'all tomorrow at noon for the Georgia Tech Syracuse beatdown. Go Jackets.